Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Echo. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that made this game and are making other games, then you can go to Patreon, where it's $3 a month. Don't quote me on that. Could be 5. I don't know. I didn't actually look. So anyways, on the last Let's Play, we came to Flynn's house, where we had food and did not go to his bedroom. Ooh. We also nerded out a bit, and then Leo texts us being like, "Hey, where are you? Oh, you're there? Of course you are. We need to talk." What about? You know what. It's like, Leo. Leo. Bad. But then also we're watching the hit 60s television show Adastra, basically Star Trek. Hulu. I wonder if in the Glory Hounds universe it's also like... Well, then it would be a bit weird that it's also a religion. One could say Star Trek's a religion. Ooh. Anyways, reset face. And begin. Captain Animus. Amicus? The slime women. They're in the engine room. This leaves me no choice, cadet. Activate self-destruct protocol Baker 19er. Baker? But Captain! There's no time to debate. Get to the escape pods. Captain, the test results came in. They aren't slime women. They're cell women. They're multiplying as a result of some sort of cancer-like phenomenon. By God, cadet. This changes everything. Deactivate self-destruct protocol. If these are cells, then our ship is one sick patient. Cadet, flood engineering with the radiation pulse at 3-second intervals. Maximum output. I still don't understand why the cell women have tits. Why are they women in the first place? Or why are all lady officers don't wear pants? Ko takes another glug of his beer, this being his third so far from my account. I said I was gonna show you some bad ones, guys. Daxon looks a bit defensive, leaning forward on the edge of his seat, his plump tail wrapped around his armrest. Boy, that would be kind of hard with tails. Especially big, thick, long ones. Carl idly crutches the throw pillow chucks the throw pillar at the salamander. I'm not complaining, dude. He laughs a little, and Daxon eases, checking it back at him with a bit more force. Carl takes the blow like a champ, in the regard that he doesn't even react beyond smiling goofily. It's surprising to see Carl comfortable like this around a stranger. I can't help but feel kinda happy he can still come out of the shell every now and then. It's fucking dumb. How does anyone take this shit seriously? They don't. We certainly aren't. Leo! I glance over towards Flynn, who's digging in his pockets for his phone. He taps the unlock button, squinting at the bright screen, the black and orange scales on his face seeming to glow silver and yellow in the light. I find myself leaning forward a little, trying to read the tiny text on the screen. It takes me a moment to realize that Flynn isn't even looking at the screen anymore. He's looking at me. He huffs, moving the screen away from my view before beginning to text something. Is it? No, it's not Leo. Flynn stares at his phone for some sort of expectant expression on his muzzle. Then who could it be? Oh, maybe Jenna? Certainly not going to be TJ. If, Flynn is telling the truth. Hey, I don't mean to be all pry and such, but who's Leo? Daxon seems to be asking me this. Leo's a thing. My ex. Flynn glances back for a moment, though says nothing. Oh, Leo's a guy? Yes. Cool. I mean, I guess it could be short for, like, Leonardo or something. I don't know. But it's like, You know, it sounds kind of masculine. The salamander frowns in an acknowledging fashion, nodding his head some before refocusing his attention back on the TV. I really need to enunciate. Captain Amicus is in the midst of being attacked by the slime women. Even with the prosthetics and lightning. Slime women? I thought they were cell women. Oh well, slime now. I can tell that all the slime women are actually just a bunch of amphibians in green body paint. Flynn's phone vibrates again. He taps at it, clearly, not really much of a fast texter. After finishing his text, he hastily shoves the phone back into his pocket. I'm heading out. Drug deal. He pushes himself up from the couch, unruffling his shirt, before meandering out toward a bowl on the kitchen to get his truck keys. Wait, what? Oh, come on, Slithhead. Slithhead? I feel like I was saying something racist, but then it's like, what would a Slithhead be? Anyways, Dexon briefly snirks at Carl's term before seconding. Yeah, this is actually pretty fun. Where are you going? Out. You should get back to the motel before the others start bitching. I feel my face grow hot, my fists starting to clench. Okay, maybe drop the mysterious act, asshole. Flynn just heads out off to the front door, swinging his tail against the kitchen island and flicking me off as he exits. Flynn! He heads out the door without further comment, and I can hear the chirping sound from his truck as he unlocks it. Fucking moody, right? Think something's up with him? Carl shakes his head. Nah, he's just trying to look cool. It isn't working. Dude gets uncomfortable with casual social stuff, I think. He's 25 years old. This is bullshit. Hey, I get uncomfortable too. I just don't flip people off. Unless it's a certain someone that was on the television today. I wished he'd been straight with me. Daxon snickers, though quickly shakes his head, stifling it. What? If he was being straight with you, you wouldn't be getting so pissed about this, I think. Straight, as in you two not macking on each. I get it. I sigh, letting myself sink back into the suede? So, I don't know, fabric of my chair. It automatically reclining for me, the more pressure I put on it. Suede sounds like a thing, but that suede? I'm starting to regret Carl finding out about this. If he didn't know, it wouldn't be such a thing. It would have been easier just to pretend it never even happened in the first place. And I wouldn't have to deal with lying to the guy I loved for most of my teenage life. I'm gonna hit play again. That's alright? I'm staring at the ceiling now, but I can feel them both looking at me. Go ahead. I'm just gonna close my eyes for a little while, okay? Gotcha, dude. We'll wake you if something cool happens. So we'll wake you in the morning. Gonna get a beer. BRB. Spooky. I shut my eyes and hear the trademark Adastra music resume. A large paw gently pats my shoulder, followed by an audible hoof clops onto the kitchen floor behind me. I stare up at the unmoving ceiling fan above me. In the dark, everything looks grainy, even though there's light over there on the left. It seems like the lights are still on, but the dimmer is now low. They might not as well be. Must be a salamander thing. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Speaking of, him and Carl aren't here anymore? I try to recollect how much time has passed since I closed my eyes. It feels like just a minute ago. As I rise to stand, I feel kind of sluggish for some reason, like my legs are still asleep. My face feels kind of numb too. I just feel worse after taking naps. I know, right? Like, what is up with that? That's why I never take naps, because then it's like you wake up and you're like, what year is this? I feel terrible. I'm not really sure. I get the appeal of taking them once a day, like my mom does. Moving to the nearby window, I squint at my reflection. It's Ghost Chase. I look like hell. And who shaved off my goatee? I blink. It's still not there. I'm not that heavy of a sleeper, so I would have felt someone do that. I don't think Carl's that cruel, is he? It's my signature goatee. I turn, peering towards Daxton's room. His door is open, and his bed is empty. He left me here? Why? My phone vibrates in my pocket. I guess it could be a dream. It's Leo. Chula, I'm coming. What? I text him back, though I seem to have caught a case of Flynn. My texting dexterity is awful right now. Yeah, it's probably a dream. Everyone's left. I think I'm alone at Flynn's now? While I'm at it, I also sent a quick text to Carl and Flynn, asking them where they are. A vibrating noise comes from the kitchen after I send Flynn a message. He must have left it when he went out. When I walk to the kitchen, I see a phone plopped up against the key bowl on the island countertop that Flynn swatted earlier. The screen's brightness illuminates everything around it, with a picture of my face. It's low resolution, like he cropped and stretched it himself from one of my social media pictures. The photo is from a class trip I took sophomore year to the Car-Burned Caverns, or like Carlsbad Caverns. I'm wearing a hard hat that doesn't fit. The way the phone is propped up, it almost looks like it's on display. It's a weird way to place it. I know I shouldn't snoop through his phone, but if he wants to act all mysterious and dismissive, he's leaving me not much choice. Also, someone shaved my goatee off. That warrants enough emergency, I guess. I mean, we didn't feel it on her face, right? I tap the screen and a message appears. I'm asking him where he is and telling him that everyone's left. Tapping back, I see the other message. The rest seem to have been deleted. It's from someone named Ryan. Was Ryan the German Shepherd guy? I don't know. He has no given profile picture. The bar at 33 South Aloe Way, off the Hanky and Route 63. Smiley face, winky. Hanky and 63? I think that's by the casino, near the edge of the reservation. I spend most of the day looking at a map of the county, so I think I have a good spatial sense of where it is now. Question is, why did Flynn leave this here with just this message on it? It's like he wanted me to find it. He wanted me to follow him. Jesus, does he think I'm that much of a snoop? Because apparently I am. This time, it's my phone that buzzes. Another message from Leo. Hey. Huh? I type a quick response. Have to go. Sorry, Leo. I shove my phone back into my pocket and head outside. When he turned his phone off, has there always been a reflection there? Sorry, I have to go back and be like, Okay. Yep. Back in my pocket and head outside. It's actually nippy out in comparison to the heat of the day. Sheet clouding covers about half the sky above, and there's a tinge of humidity in the air, which is surprising. We usually get less than an inch of rain this time of the year. Another text. Leo again. Are you serious? I sigh, putting my phone back and getting my keys out. I'll think of something to and apologize later. I don't feel nearly as sluggish as it did before, thankfully. Once inside my car, I put the keys in the ignition, enough to keep the inside lights on, while I fiddled with the GPS. 33 South Alloway. Get it. It looks like I'll be there in 22-minute drive, according to this thing. Dude, where are you going? I look over. Carl and Daxton are staring at me through the passenger window, concerned expressions on their faces. Well, a concerned expression on Daxton's face. Carl just looks drunk. What? Where have you guys been? With you? Why the hell did you guys shave off my goatee? Dude, are you like allergic to Havati or something? It was actually Gorgonzola. That Havati Finn wanted was sketchy. Carl smiles lopsidedly at Daxton. Dastardly. What are you? I reach up to grab my chin, feeling the familiar scruff of dark brown hair upon my pads. Spooky music. I feel my heart start to thump heavy in my chest. What the hell? Daxton opens the passenger door. You sure you should be driving? You're kinda wigging out. No offense. I angle the rearview mirror down towards me. Sure enough, there it is on my chin. I'm sorry, I could have sworn that it was missing earlier. Well, you were sleeping. It could have been a nightmare. I read about all this stuff online. Stuff? I wonder if that's supposed to be like that. It's your subconscious playing with your deepest desires, man. Shave the goatee. Carl slurs some, looking a mix of dazed and chipper. I don't think so, Carl. But look, you guys coming with me? I think Flynn wanted us to follow him. Yeah, we saw the message. They did? I don't know. He's kind of a private guy. If we're wrong, he's gonna be pissed. Pfft. We could think of like an away mission. Even in the dark, I can particularly feel Daxton cringe. Oh God, Carl. I don't know. I'll go with you, but I'll hang back in the car. I am still a bit reeling from the whole facial hair fiasco, but the banner is making me feel better. Well, you could be tactical support? This is why I don't usually share my interests with other people. Carl clambers into the back seat, nearly toppling over. Daxton climbs up front, a little tipsy, but he seems to have most of his motor functions intact. Lucky I don't have classes on Fridays. I squint, trying to peer beyond what's illuminated by the headlights. Like, I wouldn't follow a guy like this, because it just seems kind of weird, you know? Like, I don't know. Driving feels difficult right now. My nerves are kind of fried, tingling beneath my fur. I end up overcorrecting on every slight turn. It doesn't help that this shitty state highway is so meandering and completely devoid of lights. Out here, even on the main stretches of road, and sideline, around hills and mountains. I'm guessing used to Pueblo, where they just flatten or tunnel through everything. My issues right now might also be stemming from the fact that I'm still a little inebriated. Fuck. I used to be so damn hard on Leo whenever he drank and drive. And now, here I am. You had what, one beer? Maybe I should have brought my meds. You're right. 1 mile. Chase. Loosen my grip on the wheel some, peering in the rearview mirror and catching the glint of Carl's green eyes looking back at me. It feels familiar, doesn't it? I furrow my brow. I'm not sure what he means. We're both just starting high school. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Carl doesn't respond, and silence follows. He stares out his window, with his gaze lulled, his phone sitting idle in his lap. Daxton looking curiously at us now, though when neither of us speaks up, he goes back to picking at the planet print on his shirt. I feel kind of like I'm sneaking out To go to a party or something. He looks over at me with a slight smile. Well, you might be? We're gonna arrive at this address and find Flynn with a gimp suit surrounded by a warehouse full of rubber ducks. Don't knock it till you try it. Carl lets out a quiet mumble of a snicker. Yeah, man, this is all real familiar. We pass the flat, concrete pad where the old gas station once stood. Again, I think Carl's about to speak, but he says nothing. I don't get out much, you know? Around here, there's not much to get out to. The salamander rolls his shoulders, then shakes his head. I could always drive to Peyton. I've got my scooter. It just doesn't really feel worth it, you know? I mean, not just gas or monetary reasons. It just isn't comfortable to be away from home. I've got basically everything I need. I know that feeling. And I got that Prime delivery account that drops off groceries on my doorstep. It's weird how easy it is to feel like that's normal. I surround myself with TV, books, and video games, and the fact that I'm alone in the middle of the desert doesn't even affect me. You've got Flynn for company, don't you? We keep ours to our separate sides of the house usually. Sometimes, almost a whole week goes by without me actually seeing him. There's always the internet, dude. You've got online friends and all that stuff for gaming, right? Daxon adjusts his seat, giving himself some more legroom. I post on a fan forum pretty regularly. I'm a moderator. I'm a Discord mod? Let me guess, for Adastra. Yep. Give me your phone. Daxon blinks. What? Carl makes a grabby motion with his paw toward Daxton. Just give it me for 1 second. Daxton clutches so to his chest, linking uneasily towards the drunken ram. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go through your messages or nudie pictures. Who do you think I am? Chase? That one stinks a bit. Ass. Daxton slowly relents, keeping a close eye on Carl as he gives him his phone. He taps on it in silence for about 15 seconds before passing it back. There, you got me on your contacts. I also put my username for games and stuff if you ever want to play together on PC. Oh, thanks. The salamander quickly checks the screen before looking back to Carl. I'll send you a message or something when I get back home if you ever want a game, or if I need a hookup with some ice cream. Carl makes a flubbering noise with his mouth. Ice cream boy, at your service, dude man. Service. Daxon titters some, shaking his head. Was just kidding about that last part. I would never do that. I mean, you must get sick of hearing that all the time. Carl shakes his head, even after he begins speaking. Nah, I don't tell people that shit very often because it's you know. Though I totally will hook you up. I used to do that for Flynn and Leo. Then Flynn went on his whole health food bullshit. And Leo, I don't know. He stopped asking. Here, right. Right now! My arms stiffen as I swerve onto the off-ramp with more gusto than it was meant. I feel the other's eyes on me, and I try to act casual. Looks like it's just up ahead. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? This isn't the reservation yet, right? I look towards the horizon. I can just make out the familiar glint of Blue Diamond Casino past one of the rolling hills. Everything out here is in the middle of nowhere. Oop, I had that on. Sorry, my friend. Boop. But no, the reservation is on the other side of the casino. Do you guys ever go there? No. I'm not much for gambling. I bet gun skins on ranked matches online sometimes. That place is mainly for really old people, packed in their VR RVs. Flynn and I were talking about it the other day. They paint the ceilings all blue sky colored, don't display any clocks, and simulate sunlight inside. Trick the sensors into seniors to staying longer. That's messed. Capitalism at its finest, dude, man. Is that my nickname now? What? Dude, man? It also sounds like Daxton. Most people will default to Dax. Your destination is ahead, in 400 yards. Carl seems like he's about to say something, but quiets when we all see our destination. Oh jeez. I turn off the road. Loosely packed gravel seemed to scatter under the tires. We're here. It's a long, red building. The exterior is mostly dilapidated. The wood siding falling apart in places. I can see only 2 windows, both of which had colored construction paper blocking the view inside. There's no signage indicating what the hell the name of this place is. Well, at least none right now. It looks like there's some broken neon lettering along the roof's edge, but I can't make out anything legible from it. There's about a half-dozen cars parked behind the building. Flynn's truck is the only one out front. Ah, so if you park out front, you're bottom. If you park in back, you're top. I don't know. He's here, for sure. The salamander reaches into his pocket, and, to my surprise, pulls out Flynn's phone. Why did you grab that? Daxton cocks his head at me, holding up the phone. Right after we looked at it? I rubbed my forehead. Were Daxton and Carl really inside the house with me earlier, and just didn't notice them? You okay, Chase? Nervous about talking to Flynn? Just pretend he's in his underwear. Then, intimidate him with your erection until he's no longer mad at us for stalking him. The ram nods sagely, giving me a bit of a serene look. I stare back at him. That's how gays work. I read it on the blog site. He holds up his phone. The one with all the gays. Oh, that one. Right. I mean, I'm bi-ish, so, I know a bit about that website. I feel myself smirking a little. I'm fine, guys. Just had a weird nap earlier. Still getting my brain unfuzzed. Cool, but, Carl looks back towards the building. I'm still gonna cheer here in the car. He clears his throat, sitting more upright. Tactical sport. Daxton covers his face with his dark hands. Cadet Hunter and Lieutenant Daxton, prepare to beam out. Thanks, Captain Carl. Make sure to, scan for life signs and report any anomalies. Oh, God. Daxton exits the car in his embarrassment. Oh, no, man. Lieutenant Daxton beamed out too early. His particles are destabilizing. Jesus, I hear enough of this stuff moderating the roleplay subforum. I don't need it IRL. He walks up to one of the front doors, seemingly trying to peer inside through one of the gaps in the construction paper. I open the door, about to head out, when I feel Carl's hand on my shoulder. Hey, man. I blink some, looking back at him. The parking lot's light overhead gives his fur a sort of orangey appearance, and his eyes look blue. You've been, really quiet tonight. I know I haven't been around you for 2 years, but you're still acting, I don't know, weird from what I remember. Carl, just don't worry, okay? He looks at the building. You know how he gets, but overall, Flynn's cool. He leans back in the seat, pulling up his phone. The illuminating blue glow of the screen replaces the faint orange of the streetlight. Just don't tell him I said that. I exhale, smiling, despite myself. Alright, Carl. I turn around, pausing. I know you have your interview, but we should talk later. Catch it properly? You know it, man. And I'm glad you're getting on well with Daxton. Truly. I see him grinning from the rearview mirror. It's weird. He's like someone I met online, but in real life, you know? I'm not sure I follow. Don't worry about it. Don't get Mirror in there. I snark dryly. I'll try not to. I step out and nearly close the door on my tail. I must have been more distracted than I thought. And I think with that, and us being here, it's a good time to call it. Woo. So, that's going to be the end. of this Let's Play. So please comment, guys. I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remember Spain or noodle you animals to have control the pit population. Ooh. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io, but also they have a Patreon for other games and stuff. And until next time, another Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix of Echo. So thanks and see ya.